On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Priest Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's a give to Washington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment. Here's a give to Washington. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Might as well give it to him again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Richard. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Williams. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On the move. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Williams finds a soft spot in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Williams looking for a man. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Straight ahead, it's Richard. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Keeps it moving, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Marsh. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Turns up, it's Moss. Now on first down from the 30. Changing the routes with his receivers. They're going to test the right side with this one. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught, it's Marsh. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Second down to the air. Got it in the middle. It's shot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This is a designed run. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Got his man on the outside. Bring him down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll take it himself.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now Washington uses his third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 9 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Drops back. It's Hoover. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying 1 step ahead.
He's got the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
Makes the grab in their space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide right, it's Richard. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It's caught. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They give it to him again. Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quarterback keeper. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams throwing right. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long coming up. Williams, they're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, it's Richard. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Carter. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sees an alley. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Huskies. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Richard. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Left side is Becker. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Sets his feet, it's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Richard. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Indiana! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready? Blue 30. Check. Hey, take it.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Left side is Barker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a prop.
Finding some room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Williams. Quick completion on the out route. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Williams will pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Second down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Richard. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Out wide right, it's shot. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Williams rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams looking for a man. He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Under pressure. Finds his tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Throwing, Williams. Finds his target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's changing the play.
Go, go. Ready, go.
Williams to the air again. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.